Sports recovery is not just a therapeutic process. We need to understand the practical perspective of a sports recovery, and sometimes we have to sidestep the therapeutics which can lead toward a sports recovery program. Namaste, I am Dr. Jatin Nandlal Walia, and today, while sidestepping the role of homeopathy in sports recovery, we are going to get into an integral part of a holistic therapy, and which includes yoga asanas, pranayam and meditation. So, let us get into the practical perspective of a sports recovery program. Sports recovery program can be theoretical, role of pranayam, asanas and meditation, recovery program, homeopathic therapeutics with management. But right now our focus is on the role of pranayam, asanas and meditation, a very holistic therapeutic aspect which definitely is not just of benefit, but is mandatory to a good, complete, holistic sports recovery program. Let us start on talking about these things now. This is not the first yoga class that we should be having, and we do not intend that our athlete gets through this. So, we discuss this aspect in the various manners. What is yoga? The history of yoga, the 8 steps to enlightenment, the types of yoga, the benefits of yoga, and what is pranayam, asanas and meditation. What is yoga? It is derived from the Sanskrit word called yuj, which is meaning to unite. Like I said, therapeutics apart, we are now talking of holistic aspect, a unity, a harmony. A proven and meaningful spiritual discipline which is focusing on harmony between the body and mind is also called as yoga, and it is an ancient practice that combines physical postures, breathing exercises and meditation to improve overall health and well-being. That basically explains what is the science of yoga. We are proud it originated in ancient India. The Indus Saraswati civilization in northern India developed the beginning of yoga about 5000 years ago. The Bhagavad Gita, which was composed around 500 BC, is a time tested, very famous sacred text which mentions the benefits, the qualities of yoga. Let us get into a little bit of history of modern yoga. Maharishi Patanjali is supposed to be the father of yoga. He organized and codified the various theories and practices of yoga. But the father of modern yoga is Tirumala Krishnamachari of Mysore. He developed the concept of modern yoga. He is revered for reviving and popularizing yoga in the 20th century, not just in the country but across the world. So, how does one attain enlightenment through yoga? There is an 8 steps towards enlightenment. 1. Yama, that is restraints, moral discipline or moral vows. 2. Niyamas, that is the positive duties and observances. 3. Asanas, this is the postures, the physical postures. 4. Pranayam, the breathing techniques. 5. Pratyahara, sense of withdrawal or evade distractions. 6. Dharana, focused attention to a single point. 7. Dhyana, it is a meditative absorption, completely absorbed in that aspect. And last is Samadhi, blissful or enlightenment ability to see equally. There are many advantages of yoga. It is impossible to list all the advantages of yoga in any one slide or any one presentation. But let us think of the first 20, which is not just relevant to an athlete but to a common person as well. First advantage that we mention is the harmony between the body and the mind, which is mindful, which is the aspect of which has brought yoga getting into the importance. 2. It helps achieve self-realization. 3. It helps to overcome sufferings. 4. It attains a self of freedom and self-realization again. 5. It reduces the stress. 6. It helps to focus on strength, agility and breathing. 7. It helps muscle building and flexibility, which is going to be of use to us when we are talking of sports recovery. 8 is pain relief, again useful to us when we talk of sports recovery. 9 improves cardiovascular health and lowers the blood pressure, which is again important to us when we talk of sports recovery program. 10 reduces acne and eczema. If you feel that acne eczema is not important in sports recovery, let me relate to you a small example. One of India's foremost player had come to me with shin splints, but he said, forget it sir, I just have dandruff, I don't want my hair to fall, first tackle that. So we feel that the sports person may be not interested in his physical appearance, but no, that is otherwise. 11, it improves memory, attention and awareness, which is very important to a sports person. He has to understand what is going on the field. 12, it relieves stress, anxiety and depression, which is important for a recovery program. 13, it helps to combat substance abuse and quit smoking. 14, it is helpful to manage menopause. 15, ease back pain and arthritis pains, which is very relevant to a sports person. 16, helps in weight loss, very often required in various types of games which have got weight categories. 17, it can help to either fall asleep or stay awake. That is the beauty of yoga. 18, it supports enhanced energy and brightens the mood. Just imagine that as part of our recovery program. 19, it improves respiratory function. Wow, a great advantage again in recovery program. And the last one is enhances the immunity. Now these 20 almost encompasses all the benefits that an athlete or an individual will ever need. There are various types of yoga, but let us concentrate on a few types of yoga which we will enumerate here. One is Hatha Yoga. It is meant for all ages, basically based on asanas and pranayama. It is not focused on philosophical sphere, but on a physical sphere. So Hatha Yoga is going to be basically based on asanas and pranayam, so it is a physical attribute. 2. Ashtanga Yoga. It is for people who enjoy physical challenge, focused on body stretching and smooth uninterrupted movements. Then is Vinyasa Yoga for beginners who seek variety of exercises, especially in breathing, less physically demanding than Ashtanga Yoga, but with special attention to breathing. It is a stress buster. Then is a Yin Yoga, slow paced style that involves basic postures to increase mobility and flexibility. And 5 is Restorative Yoga, which helps to release anxiety and stress, ideal for recovering from injuries and for mental well-being. 6 is Power Yoga. It helps to increase the strength without traditional weights or machines. So it uses body resistance as a counterweight. 7. Kundalini Yoga. The emphasis is on body, mind and spirit equally. It is for beginners of all ages or all abilities, all sizes and all conditions. Then is Iyengar Yoga. Emphasis is precision alignment, uses chairs and blocks to support the body, helps in repositioning one's spine and aligning the body. Then is Yoga Nidra, commonly known as yogic sleep. It improves the quality of sleep, involves breathing and meditative practice. The last is a prenatal yoga, which is a comprehensive yoga for fitness involving stretching, mental centering and concentration, which is safe for the mother and the child. How does a sports recovery program benefits yoga? It benefits with pranayam, asanas and meditation. Not that we are not taking into consideration the other attributes of yoga, but 3 major aspects which can contribute to the recovery in athletes is pranayam, yoga asanas and meditation, on which we are going to focus today. What is pranayam? It is a practice of deliberately regulating and controlling the breath through various techniques aiming to enhance well-being and connect the body and the mind. These are rehearsed, they are scientifically proven, they are scientifically practiced and they are scientifically designed. Prana means life force or the vital energy. You can relate it with homeopathy. And ayama means regulation and or regulation of life force through breath control. And pranayam is believed to connect the body, the mind and the spirit and promote wellness. There are various techniques of pranayam which we need to understand. One is Nadi Shodhana, which is alternative nostril breathing. 2 is Bhastrika, which is quick forceful breathing technique. 3 is Ujjayi, which is making soft sound when exhaling. 4 is diaphragmatic breathing, which is a deep belly breathing. 5 is Brahmari, which involves humming the soft sound. Then is Kapalbhati, which is very popular, which is quick exhalation and effortless inhalation. And last is Sadanta, which inhales steadily through the teeth and exhaling through the nostrils. Other techniques include 4, 7, 8 types, the Yogendra Pranayam, the Shitali, the Shilkari, etc. programs. The 4, 7, 8 is inhale till the count of 4, retain till the count of 7 and exhale till the count of 8. There are various such modifications to this too. What is the pranayam? What is breathing technique? Pranayam is you sit comfortably, no physical movement, and the focus has to be on breathing. With breathing, you can sit on any posture, educate body movement. You can have breathing, you can sit on any posture. There is associated body movement. There is focus on breathing and movement of the body parts. What are the benefits of pranayam? 1. Reduces stress. 2. Improves oxygen flow, very important for recovery. 3. Speeds the healing process, very important for recovery. Now, if you see, very often we are going to repeat that very important for recovery. That just is an emphasis on the role of yoga, pranayam, meditation and asanas in recovery process. Next, enhanced lung capacity and respiratory function. Then it promotes circulation and faster delivery of nutrients and thus aiding in muscle repair. Because it is promoting circulation, obviously there is faster delivery of the nutrients. Activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the mind, lowers the cortisol level and promotes relaxation, leading to recovery. It is the parasympathetic nervous system which will help to calm the mind and not the sympathetic nervous system. It helps release the tension in the muscles. Other advantages include it removes the metabolic waste from the muscles, thus relieving muscle fatigue and soreness. It enhances mental focus, concentration and cognitive function, aiding in faster decision making, very important for a sports person on the field to take an on the spot decision on how to play, what to do at that point of time. It helps improve sleep, which is essential for complete and fast recovery. It helps improve the cardiovascular health, which is and regulates the blood pressure. It promotes eye health, which is important for the vision and for coordination between the eye, the hand and the body, and it helps auditory and sensory motor skills, again for a sports person very important to relate to his game. Just a recap, pranayam, the various exercises include Nadi Shuddhi, Kapalbhati, Ujjayi, Sadanta, Brahmari, and sometimes it is also known as Kumbhaka. A practice of holding the breath is also recommended to optimize the oxygen levels. Whereas breathing exercises, hands in and hands out breathing, Tadasana breathing, then we have Bhujangasana, then we have sectional breathing, and we have Setubandhasana, which helps to breathing techniques. Some restorative yoga asanas, which are very important as restorative asanas in sports recovery, because we are relating it to that. One is Surya Namaskar, Vrikshasana, Virabhadrasana, Suptabhaddhasana, Viparita Karnyasana, Adhomukhasana and Paschimottanasana and Savasana. The first asana that comes to my mind as a restorative asana is the famous Surya Namaskar. It is famous not because it is a fancy, it is famous not because it is fancy, it is famous because it has got varied advantages. It is to be done by everybody, whether an athlete, whatever age group, whatever illness, whatever methods. But a Surya Namaskar is one great asanas which incorporates 12 different poses and which helps the body for overall general well-being. Some of the advantages of Surya Namaskar are: 1. It is great for warm-up and post-exercise recovery. So, just imagine this, even if you have not started the exercise, the physical activity, you can do a warm-up with Surya Namaskar, or once you have done the intensive workout, you can do Surya Namaskar for a post-exercise recovery. You can do it every time and any time. 2. It supports the stretching, strengthening and flexibility of the muscles. Every muscle group in the 12 poses of your Surya Namaskar are being stretched, are being strengthened, and the flexibility is increased, is enhanced. So, one exercise that can help overall muscle strengthening, muscle stretching and flexibility is Surya Namaskar. It calms the body and the mind. So, that means it helps directly into recovery and relaxation. A regular Surya Namaskar practice enhances overall physical health, reduces the risk of injuries and speeds up the recovery, which is what exactly is required of an athlete. An athlete today in a competitive field today does not have so much of time to spend for his recovery process. Let us help the athlete to recover faster so that he can perform to his optimum, so that his team can look forward to his performing on the field, and the country and the state or whichever team is playing can look towards a podium finish. This is the importance of speeding up the recovery and offering holistic recovery process. Vriksasana, it promotes relaxation and tranquility, enhances mental clarity and overall mental health, improves posture and reduces risk of chronic pains, strengthens the muscles of the leg, of the arms, of the back and the pelvic region. So, apart from helping only as relaxation or recovery, it also helps to strengthen. Virabhadrasana not just helps to fight fatigue. It is not just an asana which is simple where you stretch your hands and your legs, but along with fighting the fatigue, it helps to boost your confidence and empowers and gives empowerment. So, if you are fighting fatigue, you are fighting muscle soreness, obviously you are recovering faster. The body is accepting it and adapting to the stresses of the intense workout. It improves the posture. It stretches the arms, the shoulders and the lower body and strengthens the arms, shoulders, thighs and the back. So, once it does that, what happens is you are strengthening these muscles without any external weights or resistance training. The resistance comes from your own body, from your own postures and from your own breathing exercises with which you are doing your Virabhadrasanas. The Suptabdha Konasana, it improves sleep quality, it reduces stress and calms the mind. Everywhere you see it's a relationship. It improves circulation to the pelvic region. It promotes relaxation, which is vital again as we talk of recovery process. It reduces the stress and anxiety. It opens up the hips and the groins and stretches the inner thighs and relieves the tension in lower back and pelvis, which is a very common phenomenon in sports persons. And we go to Viparita Karniyasana. It improves the circulation. It relieves the tension headaches. It relieves aching muscles and pains and joints. It relieves the swelling on the feet and ankles. It improves the circulation and heals while it sleeps. So, it helps to sleep, and because of the sleep it helps to heal also. Adha Mukha Suhasana, it stretches the hamstrings, calves and spine. It relieves the tension in the low back and neck, which is very common in sports person. It strengthens the arms, shoulders and core. It enhances flexibility and posture. It improves circulation and calms the nervous system. The Paschimottanasana, it helps to stretch and lengthens the hamstrings, calves and the spine. Now, these are the muscles which are usually exerted during the exertion of physical activity. Now, there is one asana which can help all these muscles together, that is this asana. It relieves the tension in the back and the neck. It increases the flexibility in the lower back and hips, calms the mind and reduces the stress and anxiety. Now, all this put together is a wonderful package, is an effective package that helps to relax the muscles and strengthen and enhance the recovery process, which is what we started with. What we want to do is, what we aim to do is the recovery process that has to be done in this case. Then is Savasana. Don't do it right now, we have to keep awake. Savasana reduces the post-workout fatigue and enhances muscle recovery. Very important for recovery process. Helps with the stress, depression and tension. Very important again for sports recovery, especially after a game loss or not performing very well. 3. Lowers the heart rate and blood pressure. Very important for sports recovery. Am I repeating myself? Yes, I am deliberately repeating those words because we will understand the emphasis that we need to pay on these aspects of sports recovery program. Activates the parasympathetic nervous system. We already mentioned that it is a parasympathetic nervous system which helps to relax and repair the body and not the sympathetic nervous system. It calms the nervous system and reduces stress, promotes deep breathing and oxygenation, and helps enhance the sleep quality. Now, all these benefits of Savasana come to you in just one package. What is meditation? Meditation or dhyana is a state of pure consciousness where one's thought spontaneously merge with the subject of meditation without any effort. It is the seventh part of yoga. Meditation significantly aids the recovery process in athletes by risk of repeating myself, reducing stress, like I said, promoting relaxation, like I said, improving sleep, because sleep is essential for recovery process. We already understood that it is only during the rest period and sleep period that the recovery is going to take place, not during the exertion process. Enhances mental resilience, relieves muscle fatigue and aches and pains, which is very important for recovery, increases the body awareness, and increases the pain tolerance and endurance level, which is very vital to a sports person. Some of the types of meditation include: 1. Guided meditation, also known as visualization. In this, we form mental images of places or things that help you relax. So, we guide our mind willingly on various aspects that will help us to relax. It could be of a place, it could be of a thing, it could be of a person that will help you to relax. It could be maybe a garden, it could be of a monument, it could be of a game, it could be anything that can help you to relax. 2. Mantra meditation, repeatedly repeating a calming word to keep unwanted thoughts. The power of positive thinking again, power of speaking positive things. Repeat a calming word: I am calm, I am cool, yes, I am relaxing, my body is recovering. Repeating a calming word nicely, softly, that will help to relax the body. Mindful meditation, the focus is on breathing and noticing your thoughts and feelings. So, as you breathe in the positive things, the positive feelings, positive thoughts, and you breathe out all the negativity that comes from your body, of the game that you played, of the training session you had, of the pains that you are having, of the aches, of the soreness, or any other aspect which may have flooded your mind during a practice or during a game. Then comes the Qigong, which is a Chinese method which combines meditation, relaxation and movement and breathing exercises. Then is a Tai Chi. Everybody, I think it's very popular nowadays. It involves a series of postures or movements in slow, very graceful way and deep breathing with the movements. It is definitely today very rehearsed and becoming very popular and very effective in relaxing the body and the mind and in strengthening the muscles. Then is the chakra meditation. You focus on the body's energy, which is centering to promote balance and well-being. So, every chakra is being now focused on, so that there is a balance of the body and there is a well-being of the body. So, these are some of the types of meditation that we need to understand, we need to follow, and it could be selective. You may follow today guided, the next day you can follow Tai Chi, or you can follow mindful, whatever, but you need to follow in a certain pattern, so that the mind is acceptable to these changes that meditation can bring to you in a very positive manner, help you relax the body, helps to recover the body, helps to rejuvenate the body, so that the body and the mind and the soul is ready to perform to the optimum for the next game. Now that you understood and accepted the various benefits of meditation, here are a few hints, a few keys to meditation which can help enhance the capacity and the effectivity of meditation. One is consistency. Regular meditation, even for a few minutes, will yield significant benefits. Every day, similar time, similar place is important. Even if you do not have time today, the common excuse, I do not have time today, I am very busy, I got a meeting, I got a game, I have got to go to study, I have got to go to a clinic. All this is important, but can't you spare a few minutes to have on a regular time for consistency? Because if you do that, the power of meditation, the effectivity of meditation will enhance and will be useful to you. 2. Part of daily schedule. Meditation should not be an option. It has to be a part of the daily schedule of the athlete. It has to be a specific time that the athlete is going to meditate, and meditate in the whole group. It's important, it's vital, it's effective, and it will lead to a better recovery process and to a better process, to a complete recovery, which will help the athlete play to his optimum the next game. Find a comfortable place where you can meditate. A quiet place, a comfortable place is necessary so that there are no distractions. You cannot do a meditation practice in a discotheque, right? Nor can you do disco in a meditation hall. It's similar, every aspect needs its own comfort, own place, or the own atmosphere. So does meditation. Start slowly. I cannot meditate for such a long time. Accept it. Start slowly. Start for 1 minute, start with 2 minutes, start with 3 minutes, start with as many minutes as you are comfortable. But whatever minutes you are spending, spend it well in a focused, concentrated manner. So I repeat, 1 is consistency, 2 is part of a daily schedule, 3 is comfortable place, 4 is start slowly,